On Sunday, May 4th, 2008, Marine Corporal Steven Kiernan of Petaluma lost both his legs when an insurgent mortar was detonated while he was on patrol in Fallujah, Iraq.
So I was on point, so we were coming back, and it was just normal. Everyone was out as usual. Kids were running around. People were smiling and going about their business. And we were making it. I think we were about maybe 100 meters from our patrol base, the IP station we were living at. And we were just, nothing out of the ordinary. I remember looking over and saw this little girl. She waved at me. I was like, I waved back. Right about then is when it went off. The IED is just an improvised, explosive. What they used on us was they took an old 55 millimeter mortar round that they had probably found somewhere laying on the ground that hadn't exploded. They hid it behind a garbage dumpster, and then they detonated it when, I think I was maybe 5 meters from it when they detonated it. And it was, obviously it was a shock. I didn't quite know what happened at first. 1 minute I'm waving this little girl, the next minute I'm laying on the ground. And I remember looking, I was like, oh man, what just happened? And my legs felt like they were on fire. And I was like, nah, that's not good. So I looked down and saw my legs, and I remember the first thing that came to my head was, not only been there for, just over a month, the first thing I thought was, I just got here, I can't be leaving already. Because I knew when I looked at my legs, I knew I was out of it. And my buddy came up. I was just laying out in the middle of the street, and he just ran up, without thinking about it. He just ran straight up to me, and I was like, "Oh man, you're all right. You're doing good." And he started putting tourniquets on my legs, and then our corpsman got up to me right about then, and he started fixing me up or trying to get me morphine and putting the tourniquets and bandages on. And then we were waiting there for the medevac. Since we were in the city, we couldn't get a helo in, so they had to do a ground medevac with our mobile unit in the Humvees. And then that's all I remember from that, because they put me under pretty quick. The next thing I know, I woke up in Germany. When I first woke up, I didn't know where I was, and I looked down at my legs and saw they had amputated my right leg, and my left one was still there. And I was just like, I didn't really think too much about it. Well, for Marines and Navy, they do all our surgeries at Bethesda, and then once we're good enough to start our therapy, they send us to Walter Reed because they don't have a amputee program there yet. So they sent us all to Walter Reed, and I got there. I was in the hospital there for a little while longer, and then started my physical therapy, just doing a lot of core exercises and stuff with my legs, trying to get them ready for prosthetics, because I had to wait 6 weeks before I was, after surgery for everything to heal up before I could get them. Then once I got them, it got me up walking, and then just trying to build up strength and endurance to, started out walking for just, being on them for maybe an hour, and now I have them on, all day. And it's a lot easier when you go through with when there's other people there, with the same injuries or worse even, because you get there, then you see how hard they're working, and it makes you want to work harder. You can't really change what happens, so you just kind of go on, maybe see it as a new challenge. Just want to get on with your life, so you try and push yourself to get through as quickly as possible. There are some guys, that get depressed, but for the most part, most of us, a lot, just keep a positive attitude, and they don't dwell on it. No one feels sorry for themselves, so